Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Monday night slash Tuesday morning Zoom edition, and a lot of chaos in the markets. Bitcoin took a big dump in the last week or so. Let's go to the charts. We'll check it out. Okay. Oh, I was looking at Twitter. We'll get back to that in a moment. And yes, Bitcoin day chart. We can see a big drop. If I measure this out, we had 29% drop in 31 days. That's not good. And we go to the hour chart. We were moving back towards a recovery around 64,000, then another dip occurred. Of course, we all know these things don't go straight up, about 2.8%. So I thought for a while that 70,000 was support, and obviously that's not true. Bitcoin took a big drop below that. There's a lot going on in the macroeconomic world with the Iran war and a lot of withdrawals out of the I forgot what you call those trades in the traditional markets when they're trading Bitcoin, but those of
ETF,
EBTs or EFT
ETF.
ETFs. That's it. Thanks. So those have dropped considerably, and just big market things going on. And then I'm over here on Twitter, Kyle Chassie, who I follow. They want you to sell your Bitcoin for cheap. Don't. So Kyle's still holding on, but I think even Michael Saylor of Strategy sold some of his Bitcoin. He's one of the biggest hodlers we have. So yeah, a lot of drama going on. Maybe 60,000 is going to be the new support. It looks like on the day chart it is, though we do have some dips below it briefly back in June of oh, that's my 1 hour chart. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it did dip below 60,000 briefly and then bounce back up. So in the immediate short term, 60,000 seems to be um, the support area for Bitcoin, and then some other smaller areas around 63 and 65. We're below those right now, so not very reliable. I forgot to put up Ethereum, so let's do that. It's below 2,000 last time I looked, so that's not good. Yeah, well below 2,000. So on the day chart, quite a drop. Yeah, 39% last 51 days. Then a small recovery since then. So yeah, the whole market's been bludgeoned by these macroeconomic conditions. So I've mostly been shorting, but I got a little cocky and I set up some shorts without take profits. I just wanted to ride them down, see how long they went. And sure enough, a couple of them bounced right back. So wiped out my profits, and now I'm in a loss on well, these are all completed. Oh, wrong account. So I was doing some auto trading and I had a dash short going. I was up 50% on kind of high leverage, about 15x. And then it went against me. It shot up. And now I'm down like 200% on that trade. BNB, I was up a couple 100%. Now I'm down about six. And then Dash, the system put me in a long, and that's doing pretty well, about 26% up. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm just going to let them ride for a while, see what happens. This market's kind of hard to figure out, but day trading's gone pretty well. I've mostly just looked for shorts that had a little room as far as support and resistance. So I'll show an example. Look at Atom. It's been so on the 15-minute chart of my day trading layout, like something like this would appeal to me if I see it, go up to around $2, which has been resistance between $2 and 180. I'll take a short, not really even analyzing it that much because there's room to move down and then it does. So that's been pretty useful and productive for me, day trading on shorts. So I haven't done much market analysis. I just look for those moves, and usually in the morning, and they were there when I was back in the USA. So that's how I piled up a few wins on the short side. But longs got hammered. If you're spot trading, you're gonna be stuck for a while, or you got stopped out. So that's the market in general. Let's go to our free sources, starting with crypto bubbles, and see if we can find some day trades for today. I've got some coins I really haven't heard of up a bit. Dex and Beat. I was looking at Beat earlier, and all right, now it's not here. And it was on Blowfin, my sponsor. So if you're interested in trading longs and shorts, and you're in one of the forbidden areas like the USA or Canada or UK, go ahead and check out my uh, the message in the chat has my link for Blowfin, and you get a deposit bonus. I get a small commission, win-win situation. If you're watching on the recording, it's in the pinned comment. So check that out. New-ish sponsor. All right, so back to Beat on the 15-minute chart. This is my layout. Support and resistance. I'm using supply and demand visible range by Algo, red zone for resistance, green zone support, and then RTI relative trend index for alerts and entries. And at the moment, to trade both directions, which I like to do, I set up an alert like this. Right click on the RTI, click add an alert. And on this option, we're going to select entering a channel and set up the channel 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And once per bar close, open-ended if you have that option. Message, I'm going to click on this, and it's got a few options. I'm going to select crypto bubbles. That's my information source. Click apply. And notifications, notifying the app on my smartphone, toast notification on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop, 3 notes reverb is what I like. There's a lot to choose from. And click apply and then create. And then if this dips below the 80, which it has a couple times, that's a potential short, but the last 2 times it's done, it's been a fake out. So I don't know. I'll look at the rest of the market if that happens and see if I want to short this on Blowfin. All right, so that's the day trade option. Also might want to swing trade this. We'll go to the swing trade layout. And on that layout, the same indicator for support and resistance, the supply and demand visible range by Algo, and then SuperTrend for alerts and entries. Trendilo LSMA, moving average indicator here for confirmation. At the moment, we have some disagreement. We have a buy signal on the SuperTrend, but the Trendillo just turned red. So this one could be a short swing trade, which I don't usually do. Let's say the SuperTrend kicks in about here and it comes all the way down. That would be an amazing swing trade, 66%. So if you want to set that alert, click on the buy signal here, right click, and click on add an alert. SuperTrend direction change, it serves the same function I just showed you for my entering a channel for my day trade layout. So you can leave that on, or you can just select catching the next sell signal and set up an alert that way. This one might be better to go with the direction change. Let's see, super trend, crypto bubbles, and maybe a different sound for a swing trade. Handbell, apply, click create. So if this takes a dip, I'll be ready, and that alert will go off, and I'll check out the market and see if that's something I want to take. So, all right, so that's beat on crypto bubbles. Maybe look for something we've heard of, sorting by the day percentage. Monero, XMR, I was trading this last week, did pretty well with it. Let's go back to the day trade. Oh, I'm on Ethereum. That's not right. Let's go here, day trade. XMR. Okay. It's right at just dip below the 80. So if you wanted to short, you could do that. And potential move down to 4%. I'm just looking for 1.5% on mine. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this. So let's look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Go the 15-minute chart. Yeah, red candles here. So I just need a small move. And good to go. All right. So that's XMR. If you want to set the alert and catch the next, it didn't make it down to the 20. Last time it did that was here. And so when it came up, it made a nice move. Here was a fake out, but here was a good move. So it dipped a little and then went up, 5%. That's a pretty good day trade. So go ahead and enter a channel to catch moves both ways, and you'll be good to go on this alert. So that's a day trade. On the swing, let's go over here. On the swing, we have a buy signal and the Trendillo pointing up. So on the 1 hour chart, potential retrace 15% in 4 days. That's a good swing trade. So you may want to investigate that. Let's see, 4 hour. 4 hours still showing negative, but on the 1 hour, you're good to go. So that is XMR Monero. All right. Well, that was crypto bubbles. Let's look at CoinGecko. And sort by 24 hours. Some overlap with Zcash has been interesting. There was some kind of exploit or something that crashed this one, and then I guess they fixed it. It's been recovering. So let's check that out. That's kind of volatility I like. I did short this towards the end of that exploit and it made a quick 15%. But at the moment, it's kind of in the middle, no man's land. So you might want to set your alert, catch the next move. Yeah, let's see. All right, so I should have my rectangle here. So it makes a move over either of these boundaries, I'll be notified. All right, swing trade. Well, on the hour chart, we've got a buy signal, and Trendilo is pointing up. Will it recover the whole amount it lost? 38% in 5 days? That's an amazing swing trade. I don't know. There's some information here from an article on TradingView about the Zcash incident. So you might want to check that out. Um, yeah, maybe I go to this resistance here for my exit, 20%. Yeah, 18%, something like that. So check that one out. All right. Let's see cash and pump.fun. ADA. Let's look at ADA. Okay, Cardano, ADA, kind of in no man's land here as well. See, last time dip below 20 had that nice recovery. And yeah, 6%. So I think I'll set up this alert. Enter a channel, 8020. It's okay, create. I'll be ready for that. All right. So I'm kind of reluctant to do any longs in this market. So if you go that route, go in small, just be cautious. Either either set a stop loss or have funds set aside for additional purchases in case it goes against you. So, all right. So that's Cardano on CoinGecko. And the last one we look at usually, excuse me, is CoinMarketCap, crypto community sentiment. What people in this community are following, interested in. So this is less of a technical look, more of a sentiment look. What's this? Not sure what that is. Asian language culture characters. Okay. I usually look at bullish sentiment. WorldCoin is up there. XRP. This is one of the longs I took during the dump. I got hammered, liquidated. Ugh. Um, XLM. We looked at XMR. Let's look at XRP and XLM. All right, XLM is dipped below the 20. Last time it made a kind of a decent move out right about here. Yeah, 2%, not bad. If you stayed in longer, I would have caught this move here to 3%. So, yeah, I think I'll set an alert on this. Entering a channel, 80-20. And coin market cap sentiment. And I'll stick with that sound, create, and I'm good to go on XLM. There's a swing. Currently got a sell going on the hour chart. It's kind of in the middle bottom area. I don't like this at all. If you catch the next buy, maybe that's around here somewhere. And 11% in 5 days isn't bad. So, um, yeah, just set your alerts and see what the market's doing at the time it goes off. I think I'm going to pass on this one though. All right. Then XRP was the other one they were looking at. And I took one of these down here and didn't really do much. And ended up going badly. That happens sometimes. All right, we're right at the 20, though it hasn't dipped below yet. So I'm gonna be a little superstitious and not take this one, even though the setup looks pretty good. But if you're interested, set up your alert and catch the break above 20. Um, look at Bitcoin and other altcoins at the time. Evaluate accordingly. So that's the day trade. The swing. Um, it's got a buy signal going, and Trendilo is pointing up, but the candle action is really negative. So technically, you could get in now. Try to ride this 8% in 5 days. About 4-hour trade. All right, buy, Trendilo pointing up. And now you're looking at 24%, 22 days, a little better. I like the 4-hour a little bit better than the 1 hour. All right, well, that's about all I have for what we usually look at. Any questions or comments or coins to look at? Just you and me today, Paul. All right. I should be back pretty consistently for most of the rest of the summer. I don't have any big trips planned, so I should be trading along. Hope to have you guys join me more consistently. And sorry for my erratic attendance lately, but that happens when you travel. So I'll wrap it up here. If you're watching on the recording, I'd rather see you live, but check out the pinned comment. Those opportunities help fund the channel. And I will see you next Monday night / Tuesday morning. Bye.
Yo.